mixing the water with the flour, and it basically just, we leave it there for like half an hour after, so it just relaxes a bit. Morning. cut 50.
Fokus çek.
Brunei, all the weekend was like. This is another one.
Mezza ghiacciata dal vento.
Ricardo.
So it's quite nice. After this,
What's the process? What is the last day of the month?